Hey guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. So it's certainly been a long while since we've done a 50-cent coin roll hunt, so we're going to attempt to see what we can find today. I've had some good success in recent days with the $1 coin roll and the $2 coin roll hunts. So let's just see what we can find today with the 50 cent. So always on these guys here, I've never found one, but you can find certain doubling on the outside of Tasmania and around this edge here of the bottom half of Victoria and New South Wales. So always check these guys for that error as well. So there's a few low mintage coins, such as the 1985 and the 1993 that are low mintage coins. So this is a Fiji 1975, so technically shouldn't be in our circulation. You can keep these. They don't even use these in Fiji anymore, but you can keep them aside. They I'm not sure on the mintage, but I'm sure it's a lot lower than the Australian mintage. I'll put it aside for now, and I can always do some research. It's always good just to put aside coins, and you can reconsider whether you keep them later on. Hey, here we go. So we've got an ACT, so the Australian Capital Territory Federation coin here. And that's from 2001, a low mintage coin and a tough one for me to find. So the ACT is one of the 2 or 3 tougher ones for me to find, along with I think the Northern Territory one is also another tough one for me to find, along with the Norfolk Island. Alright guys, in the interest of saving some time so we can get through these rolls a bit faster, I've gone and unwrapped all the remaining rolls. So hopefully we can get through these and find the coins we want to find. So I know, like last year, 2019, the coin that I was struggling to find the most was the 2018 10-cent coin. I was finding every other coin, but that one was certainly giving me some trouble in finding. And but I at least knew that around the country you guys were finding that particular coin, even though I was struggling. And it wasn't in huge numbers or anything like that, but at least we knew that people were finding them. I can't say the same thing for the 2019 50-cent coins, so both the IRB and the JC 50-cent coins. I have heard of a few being found of the IRBs, but I haven't found any of either of them, and which makes things very interesting because, well, obviously 2019 is over, and we're already a couple of months almost getting towards the end of the second month, and still not many reports of people having found any of them. And when you guys give me feedback, you do usually tell me that what you're finding and what you're not finding, and certainly those two 50-cent coins are very elusive. So if you're finding them, please let us know, whether it be through the Facebook site PJ's Coin Capers, or leave a comment on any of these videos. It's really helpful just to know what people are finding, and it actually helps to make decisions on whether you go and buy additional coins or bags of those coins if that information is known. So yeah, I'm still trying to find some. I'll be very happy if one turns up in any of these roles, but I've got a feeling that's not going to happen. So this is a U2000. This is not an incused Millennium coin. That one's not a keeper. And the last coin for this roll. So nothing there. So we've only found the 2 coins so far in this hunt. But we'll keep on going. As you can see, I'm always rotating, always checking both sides of the coin and making sure that the orientation is correct. I'm also looking for anything out of the ordinary, and in some ways it becomes like muscle memory in some ways, that you recognize the coins so well after looking at them for so long that you recognize something slightly different or a different date that shouldn't be, so you know that that's one that shouldn't be in circulation. So this here, if we can zoom in, this is a 1980. Is it a double bar? No, I thought I could see some slight little lines there, but no, there is something going on there, but certainly I wouldn't call that one a double bar. But on the 79 and the 80, you've got to look out for both the double bars behind the emu's head, which we've covered many times on the channel. Alright, let's keep going. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Alright, push that one aside. We've got 5 more rolls to try and get through in this hunt, and we'll try and see what we can find as we go along. Oh, this is a nice Jubilee, 1977. Very nice high grade coin. I found one of these last week for look what I found, episode 35. But look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. And I was thinking about why these coins turn up in change just looking so much like the day that they left the mint. And I think it's got to do with the fact that, like today, we're holding coins that we hope will be of some value in the future. And I think the Jubilee in 1977 must have been very popular, as it was one of the very early commemorative coins that ever came out in the decimal side of things. And so I think it was always going to be a keeper for people, and I think that people certainly held on to them in the hope that they would be worth something in the future. That hasn't happened so much with the Jubilee. I think the numbers were too many, and probably too many people held on to them. So there's just many of them in really good condition. And so I think over time people have realised that, well, they're not going to go up in value any further. They're not worth keeping, and they release them back into circulation. That's my guess anyway. That's just what I think of that one there. We're not really finding any error coins. This one's a little bit off center, bit more than usual, but certainly not anything more than really face value on that one. Yeah, no, nothing special there. Another millennium, but this is not incused. And it wasn't a fat letter either. Plenty of these guys coming through. Just need a few more of them to be state coins. Small little cud on the robe there. Certainly chatted about that one many times. There are other cuds that can be found, but that one there is right near my fingernail there. That's the cud there, but it's the most common cud you'll probably find on any coin, I would thought. Alright, just did a bit of a clean up and we'll continue. We've got 3 rolls to get through. I remember not so long ago, 50-cent coin rolls were my favourite coins to go through. I used to get some great results each and every time, but now that's just not happening at all. I'll still continue to go through them because I really want to find, hopefully, these 2019 coins. And they're a great coin for if you're struggling with eyesight, because at least it's a nice big coin. You can read the dates. There's that little cut again on that robe, so you can just see how common that is if you're unfamiliar with that one. So this one here is a fat letter, so you can see the breakdown of the die and the fat lettering around Australia and 2001, and I'll probably go through maybe 150 of these coins before, maybe even more, before I find one of these. It's probably far more than that, to be honest. But you can sort of see that breakdown of the die and the doubling that occurs and just how fat that lettering is. So they can be worth a few dollars as well, depending on grade and condition once again. But it's going to be a keeper for me today. And if we find another one, we'll do a comparison and you'll see just how big a breakdown that is. So let's compare these two. And there is a huge difference between the size of the lettering and the numbers on both those two coins. And it is generally around the Australia side of things. So in the year 2000, the Elizabeth tends to be okay. But you can see that very clearly, the magnitude of the breakdown of the die. Another card, so it's our third one for this hunt. So you're absolutely seeing exactly just how common they are, and if you don't have one, you want to keep one, but other than that, not worth collecting any more than one. Alright guys, we've got one final roll to get through. Five or six coins to go. And the final coin of this hunt is a 2007. Alright guys, that is it. Those 4 coins right there are the ones that I've kept for today. And I might be chucking that Fiji one back into Circ. But I'll keep the other 3 no matter what. Alright guys, that is it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you've enjoyed some coin roll hunting videos. It's been a while since we've been able to get a few of those together. So I hope you've enjoyed them. Give it a thumbs up if you'd like to see more. And make sure you're subscribed. Thanks guys.